and start the second recording.
Oh, now I need to like order a pizza, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Roseland in Derby, Connecticut. I'm gonna check that out.
Y'all are making me hungry.
Oh,
Oh, it's Ness on the bike. That's cute.
Yeah.
Yep.
I made a little progress bar for how far we've made it in the game.
I should probably figure out how I'm going to stream Golden Sun in a few weeks.
oh, you're gonna do Golden Sun? I love Golden Sun.
Golden Sun is my favorite game of all time.
It's so good. I started a new file on the first one, and because I just beat Dark Dawn, which I thought was okay, but one in
Dark
Lost
Dawn,
Age-
yeah, I would say Lost Age is probably the best one,
Yes.
just because of how much there is to do in that game.
Yeah.
Dark Dawn, I think, had some good ideas, and I think it introduced a lot of things that clearly Camelot 100% intended to follow up on and have not been provided with an opportunity to do that.
Yeah. I feel bad for.
And we've been, oh my god, I've been sitting on that cliffhanger ending for 6 years now, and I
No.
kind of want to stick my head in the oven.
Actually, didn't it come out in 06? So it's been like 8 years.
Oh my
No,
God.
the first game came out in 2001, the second game came out in 2003, and Dark Dawn came out in 2010.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I
6
actually
years.
just finished Dark Dawn like 3 days ago, playing
Oh,
it
wow.
through
Ooh.
another time. Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, I needed another game to play before the HD version of Skyrim came out, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's play Dark Dawn again.
Cool.
And I feel like, you know, it clearly didn't sell well when it came out. And I wish that it had done better, and I feel like it got a lot of shit when it came out for like not doing enough things different. But I'm like,
Why fix?
did
if
we
it's not
really need
broken?
it?
No, it really did.
Right.
Why fix
I-
it if it's not
I
broken?
don't
Yeah.
I don't think it really needed to do much of anything differently. But yeah, I'll be streaming Golden Sun. I should be able to finish the first one and then start the Lost Age within 24 hours.
Cool.
Nice.
Because my best time on the first one is like 15 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Not bad at all.
yeah. I think the world record on Golden Sun is still something like 6 hours though.
Actually, I remember talking to this kid, and you know, obviously through RNG manipulation, he said he could beat it in 2.5.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because I mean, it's all like
Well,
it's
sorry.
tile based. So
If it's manipulation, then yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah.
and I couldn't believe that. I was like, what? Like, how do you? It's like you're skipping obviously big chunks of it, but
Right.
you're technically beating it. It's like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I want to stream it in a way where people can kind of understand what's going on.
Of course.
But no, I think the first two games are like a really good examination of like turning one game on its head with a follow-up,
Totally.
because everything that you do in the first game is put into a very different perspective by the time that you finish the Lost Age.
Absolutely.
You play as the villains in the Lost Age, right?
Yeah.
Well, you play as characters who are, you know, antagonistic parties to you in the first game, and then of course more information becomes available to you by playing as those characters. And it makes you think about some stuff that you did in the first game,
Yes.
like killing the main antagonists.
That's right. There's actually a kill screen, an article on those first two games, and it was really good because yeah, it was talking exactly about that, and it's like, oh yeah, Golden Sun was really cool.
I remember I never really got a chance to, like, when I initially wanted to play it,
Yeah.
I didn't get the GBA until I got the SP.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And by the time the SP came out, both of those games were available. And it's like, I didn't know which one to start on.
Of course. Well, luckily now they're like, I think they're $5 on Wii U each one.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're like $7 or something like that. But
$7.
yeah, I'll be doing the stream on November 5th.
Nice.
And I will be including eShop cards for people who have Wii U's to purchase the games as prizes throughout the day. So
That's a cool idea.
That's a good idea. Nice.
Yeah, I decided to do our Extra Life thing early just because I didn't. I'm like, it's already going to be such a clusterfuck of people doing streams on Extra Life Day itself. Like, I wanted to just do mine a little early. So that actually wasn't a bad Peaceful Rest Valley. I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Peaceful Rest is
Peaceful Rest Valley like can be a pain in the ass to get through sometimes.
Absolutely.
Alright, that's a lot of mushrooms. And I do not want to get mushroomized at this point.
There we go. That's one.
Yeah, that's about the first time we actually start fighting, like, actual alien monsters, and they're the hard... Like, a combination of the UFO and the spinning robots. Oh, fuck the spinning robots.
They're terrible.
They make you sick, they just tear through your MP.
Not to mention those oak trees that you fight that burst into flames.
The fucking oak trees.
Oh, God, yeah.
Real quick, I am posting my Extra Life page in the chat for people who are interested in my Golden Sun stream next month.
Cool.
Awesome.
Also, I'm cosplaying from Golden Sun at Anime USA next weekend.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I remember you're getting the Isaac.
Isaac, yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm cosplaying at Anime USA.
Yeah, I'm just going to AUSA on like just Saturday, because it's very easy for me to do it as a day trip.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, you live right there.
Yeah.
I might do Q-Day.
Oh, nice.
It kind of all depends on what my friend is doing. If not, I will just wear a Guy Fieri t-shirt and drink too much.
You can't really go wrong with that.
See where the night takes me.
You end up drinking with Guy Fieri.
They had man, I forget. Did you do Anime Next this year?
Oh. Wait.
Me? No.
Yeah. Anime Next is a convention in New Jersey where they moved it right now to Atlantic City, and apparently in Atlantic City they opened up a Guy Fieri restaurant. So people who went there just saw like this Guy Fieri looking like a fucking frost giant. So you just had a bunch of like nerds just like posing with the Guy Fieri poster, and like the other people at had no fucking idea what the hell was going on.
Right. Christ. Yeah, I thought about going to A Next, and then I thought better of it.
I thought about going because I thought I may literally see a child die. I might see a 15-year-old... Because if you get drunk like 15-year-olds at Atlantic City, someone's gonna die.
Yeah, straight up.
They wrecked... This is the year that they had Katsucon and MagFest back-to-back.
Oh, I remember.
I remember that.
All that.
Yeah.
And they just fucking wrecked the hotel for Katsucon.
Katsucon is such a shitty convention, like, to begin with. I don't know why people go anymore.
It really is. I went last year just because it was like, fuck it, I want to go, one of my buddies was going to both, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll do both this year.
Right.
But
again, like, I was able to go to Katsu for like a day and cosplay with some of my friends who were not going to MagFest, but I went, I cosplayed, I didn't buy a badge, I didn't do anything at the show, but I still feel like I got the overall Katsucon experience, which says a lot about how good or bad that show actually is these days.
I wore my Seinfeld Cowboy Bebop Vaporwave shirt, put Booty Tunes on a portable speaker, and drank way too much.
Yeah, I feel like having Katsu and Mag like back to back this year really highlighted how fucking terrible Katsukan is these days.
Yeah. Well, I loved going to Magfest this year because one of our friends, our friend Slowbeef, went to Magfest this year, and they're like, the hotel looks a little like messed up. I'm like, yeah, the 15-year-olds fucking demolished this place last week. They like broke tables and vomited all over the place, and someone pooped in an elevator.
I'm really looking forward to Magfest this coming year, though.
Oh hell yes.
Now that it's back in January where it belongs.
Yeah, and not middle of February. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with them.
The best part.
I really hope that Ninja Sex Party and Twerp play together again this year.
There's no reason for me to believe that they won't.
Right.
That concert was fucking incredible.
It was. That was fun.
Yeah, I saw them again last week when they came through Silver Spring, Maryland. So last week was kind of a grump week for me. So I started off the week on Monday with Ninja Sex Party and Starbomb and Twerp, and then I wrapped it up that Friday night with Grumps Live in New York City.
Oh, that's right, they did Hammerstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for somehow completely missed that they were even doing that, but I'd imagine that even if I didn't, they probably would have, tickets probably would have sold out, like, within a split second anyway.
I mean, some of their shows have sold out really quickly, but some of them, like the Hammerstein show, I think they still had tickets up until, like, 2 or 3 days before.
Well, okay. With any luck, we will not have another snow assault at MagFest.
That's always good.
I fucking hope not.
Yeah.
I don't want any snow assault at all this winter because I'm getting married in February. So.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Hey,
that's
congratulations.
right. I knew you were engaged. I didn't know when the wedding was.
Yeah, we're doing it last weekend in February, so
Nice.
I need it to not snow.
You need Maryland to not suck for a little while.
Yeah, I know it's really difficult for Maryland to do that. But I need it to either snow all at once at like the end of January when I have nothing going on, or just not fucking snow at all.
Oh,
So we'll
God.
see what happens.
Let's hope. That's a tall order. There have been so many times where I thought I was going to die either driving to Katsucon or driving to MagFest.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely been a few Katsucon incidents. I think the one worst one was the one where we had all the Umineko shit.
2010 was a worse year for a lot of things.
I thought that was 09.
Oh no, that was 2010.
It might have been, that was 2010. No, you're right. That was 2010.
09, they had it still at the
At the old one.
yeah, the Crystal City place.
Yep. That was also a shit show because
Yeah, it was.
I got bed bugs from that hotel.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Please kill
So
me.
yeah, Katsucon 2010 was me driving down the BW Parkway in a shitty old PT Cruiser with like a foot of snow on the ground, and then breaking up with like a guy who I was dating at the time at that convention.
Yeah.
So that was a shit show and a half.
That was a.
But hey, I got really good photos of my Virgilia costume, which I finally sold like 2 months ago. Jesus Christ.
Wow, shit, really?
Yeah, it took me forever to sell it. Like, I eventually just, like, lowered the price so much. I was just like, please get this thing out of my house.
Yeah.
It's like a 14-pound ball gown. Just fucking get it out of here.
Umineko, for those who never played it or never saw it, it's a anime visual novel made by the guy who did Higurashi, but a lot of characters in it are in, like, formal wear, suits, or gigantic ball gowns.
Yeah.
So,
Like, the character designs are all pretty good for the most part. It's just a lot of very elaborate, like, Victorian shit.
yeah. My character was in a suit that is like the oddest colored green suit ever.
Lime green.
Yeah. So I couldn't go out and buy like a good fitting suit. I actually had to go like order one from China, which meant that the fabric was shit, and like the pose that they wanted me to do involved like getting on one knee, and the way the suit, like I couldn't lean back on my heels because it would literally have torn the suit in like 10 different locations. So I basically, for about 25 minutes while they organized and had photographers taking the shot, I basically had to put all 250 pounds of my body weight on my kneecap, which was on top of marble. So I couldn't walk for the rest of that weekend. Oh god.
Yeah, fuck Katsucon.
Andy's bringing up in chat that one PAX East that had the Arctic Whirlwind. That one was, man, there was one I remember, where you know usually Max here takes care of driving to MagFest. So I remember one year when I was unemployed, we left a day early and completely missed this huge snowstorm. And like later on, my friend Vinny, who had to get out of work in order to go, ended up like they got stuck for like what should have been a 6 to 7 hour car ride. Ended up taking them like 11 hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And they just like crashed into a snowbank a couple of times.
They saw they were on a bridge, and a truck had jackknifed, and basically had like covered nearly the whole bridge. Yeah, they had to work their way around that.
And meanwhile, like I'm sitting there because I got there early. I'm drinking with Jontron, sending them messages like, "Hey, Vinny, guess where I am?"
No, it was pretty cold when I went to that PAX East that you were at, Tom.
Yeah, PAX East 2015.
Yeah, and it was actually so cold. There were some kind of traffic problems because I think some pipe somewhere froze and burst.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston like sucks when it's cold out. Like they had those 8-foot high snowbanks in 2014. Because I remember I was walking from a bus stop to my hotel, and you couldn't walk on the sidewalks because it was like it was so cold and so covered in snow, and they didn't know what to do with all the snow.
I remember. Okay, so that entire week before PAX East itself, Connecticut just got fucking slammed with snow. So every time I drove, I would have like panic attacks.
Yeah.
Driving with that shit. So I remember my buddy Travis did the drive for PAX East that year. So I spent the entire time playing Monster Hunter 4, which had just come out.
Nice.
We did that most of that weekend.
Yeah.
I remember at like 6, I think like up to 6 in the morning, me, PA, and JoJo just grinding out Gormagala.
That's honestly the best part of the conventions, is just hanging out with people. You don't really need to, if the convention sucks, you just don't buy a ticket and you just pay for the hotel.
Well, that year we actually got really lucky because we had a, we're supposed to get a single room.
Uh-huh.
I guess they ran out of single rooms and they instead had like a single suite.
Oh.
Which just had
Nice.
like, it came with like a couch that could fit 3 people and just a room with nothing in it. That was the perfect size for an air mattress. Like,
Awesome.
I really wanted to get a room like that again, but we didn't luck out this year. And now we're gonna have fun trying to get a room for PAX this year.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been to PAX. I feel like I would really enjoy it, but part of my brain is just like, yeah, but you fucking hate Penny Arcade, so why would you want to give them any of your money?
To me, I'm like, the people who run PAX are... I just don't associate them with Penny Arcade, even though I know the name is literally in the fucking title.
Penny Arcade Expo, yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I don't know.
It's almost
Maybe
oddly
someday.
disjointed from them. Like unless you go looking for the Penny Arcade part, it's so much like, all right, yeah, it's just a convention. It just happens to be run. But yeah, I see what you mean though, because it's like, oh god, they messed up so much.
Yeah.
Right. I just wish those guys would, like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, let's see. What
Just
can I
stop
get?
saying words.
Let's sell Mr. Baseball Cap.
There's a funny tweet you put up, Tom, where it was like, what does Penny Arcade look like? Everybody's getting punched in the face all the time. So like the art style has changed so much.
It always looks like immediate, like, I just imagine like a comic of like a punch going into someone's face and then pulling back.
Yeah.
And it has that like crater in it.
Yeah.
They always look like they have that crater in their face.
I remember web comics
Right?
of the early 2000s.
8-bit theater.
Oh, 8-bit
Oh,
theater.
man.
So
Re-
good.
remember VG Cats?
Yeah. Which is still going.
Yep, he's still trying to be relevant.
Mega Tokyo.
That's one that takes me back.
I don't think I read Mega Tokyo.
Mega Tokyo was funny for a hot second, and then the one guy left, and then it turned into, what's his name? Fred Gallagher being a sad white man on the internet. That's it. That's Mega Tokyo.
So
An overweight white man being sad about Japan and not having a Japanese girlfriend. The comic.
that's not like. So this is like one of the best grind places because these guys do not do a lot of damage and they give you a ton of experience and they keep calling for help.
Nice.
If they call for help, is that like, do you get the same amount of experience for like the first guy?
Oh no, it just adds on to however many you killed in that fight.
Okay.
So like if they keep calling for help, you can just rack up some ridiculously high chains. But yeah, so we're in Peaceful Rest Valley, Happy Village. That's a little ominous. I'm sure you don't.
Happy.
It's like, oh no, he's not gonna kill her. He's probably gonna kill her.
That's how it goes with these colds.
I like the music in this town
Yeah.
so much because it is the most unsettling. And of course, one of the biggest changes between the two and Earthbound is these guys. So they have the little Santa puffball on their head, and they don't have an HH written over their eyeballs because these guys are really obviously supposed to be KKK members, and they had HH written on their hoods. And Nintendo's like, we probably don't want to have that in this game.
They're also representative of that cult in Japan. I forgot the hell they were called.
Oh yeah,
Were they responsible for the sarin gas incident, right?
yeah, that's right. The subway attacks.
Yeah.
I forget what their.
I always find it funny that they were like, oh, we'll just put a pom-pom on them and that'll make them look cute and less like cultists.
Yeah, really. What if we took the swastika, but instead we had little pom-poms hanging on each of the four
There
ends?
you go.
Yup. Seems legit. Sounds good.
That was interesting. Like in Mother 1, if you played the non-translated version, those crows had cigarettes.
The crows had cigarettes, and the gangland zombies had blood falling from all their
That's
bullet
right.
holes.
But then in Mother 1+2 on GBA, they were still using like the American censored version.
Yeah.
Because didn't they like fix a bunch of the glitches from the original
Oh.
Japanese version?
Not
So
to
they like
mention-
didn't bother changing any of the sprites back to the Japanese versions when they released 1+2.
Not to mention, it also gave you the ability to run, which wasn't in Mother 1.
Right.
God.
Oh, it wasn't?
Nope.
Yeah,
That game must have been rough. Even more rough.
Mother-
it's the worst.
Don't fucking play it. It's not a fun game.
Oh no, I mean I already played
A
it.
ringing endorsement of Mother 1. Do not fucking play it.
Play it if you really want it. If you really, really want
Oh,
it. But if not,
I
it's
actually,
fine.
I think that there may be like a patch that like
Yeah.
somebody made for it to make it easier and like more fun.
The easy patch is the only thing that makes that game tolerable. That's the what
Yeah.
it does is it doubles your experience. It doubles your experience and doubles the money that you get. And
Yep.
like that's the only thing that's gonna make the game tolerable at all.
Yep. Because otherwise it's a garbage grind fest that's not fun for anybody at all, ever.
And unfortunately, they didn't apply that to beginnings, so beginnings is still a like. It's to the point where one of the donation incentives for Camp Fangamer was to make force Reed Young to play Earthbound Beginnings, and he based his entire fucking career around Earthbound.